Today I will show you a new dungeon build for Wizard. Almost a month ago I shared another Wizard dungeon build and it still works perfectly, but I want to give you more options to play with. This one is as powerful as the other one, so you can just use the one you like the most. I will link all my Wizard guides in the pinned comment down below, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And for today's build I want to start with the skills I am using. First we have Lightning Nova as a buff skill. Thanks to the essences we are using, this skill increases our primary attack speed and makes our primary attack deal extra damage. Since it's a buff skill, it activates our set item as well. Next, we have Arcane Torrent. This skill counts as a buff, but actually it deals damage for us. By the way, it's a good thing that Arcane Torrent counts as a buff with the essences we are using, because it activates our set items just like Lightning Nova. Next, we have Scorch. This is our other damage dealing skill, which deals continual damage. That is important because we need to have a continual damage effect to maximize our damage output. And lastly we have Teleport. This is helpful to move around in the dungeons, plus thanks to the shoulder essence, it acts like a buff skill and activates our set items. Almost all of our skills activate the set effect, which is a really good thing for this build. And of course for the primary attack we are using Magic Missile. Now let's move on to the set items. With this build I am using 4 pieces of V2s and 2 pieces of Banquet of Ice set. This is mainly a primary attack build, but since we have Scorch with continual damage effect, I am using Banquet instead of Shalbaz to increase all damage I deal instead of just primary attacks. For the headpiece I am using Fire Flurry. Scorch offers a ball of magma that bursts when it strikes an enemy, creating a pool of magma that burns and stun enemies. For the chest I am using Rampant and Indestructible. Lightning Nova conjures a lightning orb that orbits you, firing lightning bolts at your target when you use your primary attack. For the shoulders I am using the Perfect Situation. After casting Teleport your movement speed is increased by 30%. For the pants we have Novel Castigation. Arcane Torrent also fires tracking missiles that seek out enemies, dealing 11k damage. And for the main hand I am using All Rustic. Lightning Nova also increases your primary attack speed by 30% for 4.8 seconds. And for the offense I am using Stickle Bar. When Magic Missile deals critical hit, it explodes and deals 16k additional damage to nearby enemies. For the additional main hand we have Rift Carver. Arcane Torrent now creates a chaotic orb that moves with you and fires arcane missiles at random nearby enemies. And lastly for the additional offense I am using Ascalor's Fire. Scorch damage increased by 19%. For the Paragon I am using Weaver and I maxed out damage, armor pen and potency nodes. I will show you my full Paragon setup at the end of the video. Now let's move on to the gameplay.